comic coming up. He's internationally unknown. Put your hands together for Mr. Jordan Good.
Yeah!
Hi, everybody. You guys having fun? This shit's fun, man. Everything going on outside these walls, it's nice to come in here and have a couple drinks and have a laugh or two. So I went on a date last night. It was pretty cool. Everything went well. We went back to her place, had some wine, ended up in the bedroom, where I noticed something that kind of startled me. Pubic hair. I hadn't seen it in a long time. It was like a Bigfoot sighting to me. And you gotta understand that it wasn't as much the hair, but she had what could really only be described as a throwback bush. The kind of thing that you'd see in like a low-budget 70s snuff film. You know, and don't get me wrong, you know, I was going down on her, and I'm a giver. And at first I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a real pain in the ass, you know? But it wasn't that bad, you know? The panty throw didn't throw me off at all. What was really frustrating was having to move her penis out of the way. But you guys got a pretty sick sense of humor, it's going to work well for me. So I'm getting old. I'm going to be 30 this year. And I know 30 isn't old, but I definitely feel like I'm getting older, and I think a lot of it has to do with the way that I think. You know, I was younger, I used to think about two things: getting laid and doing drugs. One of which I did a lot. The other one, not so much. And it's not that I didn't want to, it's just that drugs are expensive. I need to clarify, too, that I consider masturbating getting laid. I got laid hot. I was having so much sex that I asked my mom to put me on the pill. I should also clarify that I was a moron. But no, man, now my thoughts are consumed by things that, like, scare me, and things that I don't understand. Like this. You ever have friends that ask you dumbass hypothetical questions all the time? I had a buddy of mine come up to me and he's like, Jordan, would you jerk off 2 guys for $10,000? Man, what kind of question is that? Of course I would jerk off 2 guys for $10,000. I wouldn't even look. It'd just be skin on skin, right? Like. There's nothing gay about that. That's just good business sense. Besides, man, I usually only get $50 for that. It was a no-brainer. There's another thing I don't get is guys and their insecurities about their dicks. Come on, man. Like me, you know, my package isn't worth displaying in a storefront at Macy's, but it's nothing to scoff at. I'd say it's probably like 8, 9 inches long and something like. That's about right. And now I've never measured it hard, but you get the idea. It's just average, right? But you see all these commercials now, man, for these big dick pills. This commercial's basically, this isn't even medication, you have to understand. This commercial's basically saying, this pill isn't proven to do, well, anything. But, who knows, it could make your dick bigger. There's guys sitting at home going, you know, they make a pretty compelling argument. I'm gonna keep an open mind. I'm gonna give this a try. How small can your dick be that you're taking random pills and hoping for the best? And the best part is that the very next commercial was for a pill that was guaranteed to make you more intelligent and a better person. That same guy's gonna be like, I don't need that shit. I'm fine the way the good Lord made me. I just need a bigger penis. Shit. Or things that scare me, man. Fears. Adolescent boys. Don't come to your own conclusion. Let me explain. I got nieces, right? And my brother and his family were over, and I ended up having a conversation with my eldest niece about boys. You know, we're talking, and I didn't know. I mean, this is kind of a conversation she should be having with her parents, but I was like, fuck it, I'm drunk, I'm going for it. So I can't tell this girl like it is, right? So I'm talking to her, and I said, listen, you gotta understand, boys are dogs. They want one thing only. They're gonna say anything, do anything to get it. I'm looking out for you. I don't want you to get pregnant. I don't want you to get an STD. So please, for God's sake, if you're gonna have sex, do it in the ass. I know, it's good advice, right? I just have the sex talk for like anybody in here that has kids. But my fear is that she's not gonna listen, right? Because you know how 3-year-olds can be. Here's another thing that scares me, man. Marriage. And don't get me wrong, I want to get married, I want to have a family, all that stuff. But marriage scares me, man. Anything that fails over 50% of the time, fucking scary to me. Could you imagine how short the lines at Cedar Point would be? 40, 50 times a day, one of those things would fly off the fucking track. Nobody wants to go on that ride. But people are dumb, man. They'd be walking by and be like, I'm not sure what this line is. Oh, hey, I'm gonna change the subject here. Are you guys familiar with the show To Catch a Predator? You guys seen this? So you're all familiar with it? I wasn't. It scared the hell out of me when that guy came walking into the kitchen. On his high horse. What do you think you're doing here, buddy? Came here to get laid, man. I didn't know this was gonna be a threesome. You realize that the girl you came here to meet is only 11 years old? No, dude, I figured she was 14, 15, I don't know. Thanks for the heads up, though. I'll go easy on her. I told you, shit's fucked up. That guy's gotta be the world's biggest cock block. Could you imagine hanging out at a bar with him? Hey, what's happening? Maybe I was wondering maybe I could buy you a drink. Excuse me, miss. Do you have any idea what this guy's intentions are? Hanson! What the fuck, man? Are you always on? So now I'm a registered sex offender. I figured registered sex offender as opposed to what? A freelance sex offender? Somebody that does it, just for kicks? I used to be in real estate, which is pretty much why I'm doing this shit now. And the first question I used to always get was, do you have any registered sex offenders here? And I'd always be like, no, we don't have any registered sex offenders. But if you're looking to get some work done, I got a freelance guy up the street. Thanks everybody, I'm Jordan John.